Hey y'all, Instinct Survivalist here. I'm actually inside the house this time. Normally you see a lot of my videos, we do outdoors because there's a lot of things that we want to capture that's really dealing with things outdoors. Um, because it's daylight, I need to get this video done. We'll actually go into a dark room to kind of show what we need to show as far as the abilities or the functionality of the tool. What we're looking at today is actually the SKYTech laser, the SKYTech laser pointer. Because of that, we're going to be focusing on that. I'm going to give you the look of it from here. When it's on, you can see the two red lights, or the on indicator, and the fact that the button itself is actually lit up, and it does pretty well. So you can see a little bit of it. Dummy me decides to shine it in my eyes, even though I say do not shine this in your eyes. Do not shine it in your children's eyes. Do not shine it in your adult's eyes. Don't shine it in your pet's eyes or any other animal's eyes. You don't want to do that. It is a class 3B laser, and it will cause some serious damage. Okay. Second warning, I'll go ahead and say this ahead of time as well. Do not shine this into the sky willy-nilly, especially if you're hearing a plane overhead and you want to point to the plane. Don't do that. There's been too many problems. I actually get National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, briefs and documents across my desk, and keep in mind they don't like that. When there are accidents that are caused by that, that's one of the things that they're caused by. They'll see a bright light. You see in this case it's a blue one. Most of the time, for those pointing at stars and things of that nature, it's a green one. The red ones also cause problems, but regardless, it doesn't matter what color it is. They don't like it. Don't do it, and it does cause accidents. It does cause problems. So do not shine this at planes or people's eyes. I have shined it in the chest of somebody just to be funny, and they got a good laugh. I mean, they knew I was just joking around because they actually saw it in my hand. If you're looking to mount it to a piece of weaponry, a rifle or something you can use for sighting in, things of that nature, certainly you want to do that. One of the other things you want to do is, if a quick way to sight it in, if it fits down into your barrel of your rifle, you can set that in there with it on, and then target out or zero in with the scope to where the dot points. And it's a very, very, very quick way to sight in a scope. I used to use a small one. I found one that was about bullet size. You can do that, or you can pay I think it's right around the neighborhood of $70, $80 for one that's actually a bullet, but you have to buy each size. So if you've got a 5.56 shooting 223s, you're going to have to buy that one. If you're using 7.62, I mean, the list goes on. Okay, so you have to go in and buy the appropriate size, even for shotguns, things of that nature. This, you can just kind of sit it in the barrel and not have to worry about it, and that's provided it fits. If you're looking at a 22 caliber, probably not going to fit. Anyway, that's just some suggestions. There's a lot of things you can do with this. We went to Raven Cliffs, and I was able to point to some of the leaves in the high trees. I actually pointed it up to the top of a poplar tree, which was probably, if I had to guess, okay, and this is me guessing, you're looking at about 120 feet in the air. It was a big old poplar tree. So anyway, keep that in mind. So until then, I want to make sure that you get to see it in action. So let's go to the dark room. We'll check that out, and then we'll go from there. All right? Okay, so I want to talk to you about the SKYTech laser. I've actually got one in blue. The biggest thing about this is, with any laser, you want to determine, is it going to be bright enough? Is it going to fit my needs? And things of that nature. So the three settings on the SKYTech laser, just so that we can see a nice example, is this is normal, and that's not too bad. I mean, that's got a nice shine to it. The background, by the way, is roughly about 6 feet away from me. Looking at it, and it's a tan, and the paint on it is the shiny, the reflective, or the I forget what it's called. Basically a shiny surface. Okay, so that's regular. Turn it off. One of the other sets is, the three settings. The difference between this and the regular laser pointer is you do have the two power settings. That was low, if you will, or regular is what I call it. We're going to do high, and then we'll do the flashing, which is at the 2 the 2 hertz frequency. So let's go with high, and you can see that that's pretty pretty bright. And looking at that, the difference is that right there is shining just, and you can't exactly see it by the camera and the light, but there is a nice beam, a literal beam coming from the edge of the laser, or the end of the laser, to the wall, so you can actually see the beam itself as well. And then if I click it again, you can see the flashing. The benefit of this is now you have the ability to signal. You can see things at long distances, or people can see you at long distances. So if you're signaling for help or things of that nature, that's why you would use that. So, you know, off on is pretty simple, and that you know, without reading the instruction manual, that actually gives you a nice little shine. It gives me, I was able to pinpoint a tree that is from my office out into the yard, probably at about 100 feet. No problems, no fuss. I could barely see it just because my eyesight's not that great anyway. But the minute that I turned it off and then held down the on switch, I was able to nail the tree and actually pin it all the way to the fence, which is about 100 yards from the house. So that being said, you know, read the write-up. You'll get all the detailed information. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the video, although it's very short. There's only, you know, you're only looking at a dot basically. But in essence, you know, of that, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and hey, thanks for all you do. Until then, use your instincts to survive.